it's Stephanie. I am doing a birthday haul. So I am showing you everything that I got for my birthday, like last month. Sorry, such a late video, but better late than never. So if you want to know how to get this look, I'm doing a foundation review and I am doing an eyeshadow tutorial, and I use this eyeshadow as one of my birthday presents. So let's dive in and I'll show you everything that I got for my birthday. First things first, the very first thing I got for my birthday was me. Ooh. So I got me, and that is like the best birthday present that Taylor Swift could have ever given me. I love that song. It is something that I needed to hear. Taylor Swift just has a way of knowing what is going on in my life and what I need to hear. I've had kind of, some issues. I don't know. A lot of just like self-doubt, self-consciousness. I was feeling just kind of lost in the world and not really feeling like an individual, just kind of like the mundane, life that I was living. And she just is like, hey, you know what? You're you. And baby, that's the fun of you. And, there's no other me out there. And I think all of us all need to realize that in our life that it's like kind of hard being like, okay, well, what's so great about me? And it's, there's no one out there like you. And it's so hard to, like, if you've ever lost someone and you know that you will never ever find someone like that again, you just realize like how much yourself, your individual self, is so important to all the people that surround you in your life. And so I feel like me kind of like displays that in like kind of a fun way that it's very uplifting. And I feel like I've been in a really dark place this last year, so it was nice to kind of see the light again. And it kind of has helped me get out of like my anxiety train that I've been going on. And yeah, so I'm very excited for the TS7 era. So speaking of TS7, I also ordered this top the day the music video came out. I got some new jeans for my birthday, lots of high-waisted because Mama needs to cover some stuff. And yeah, I'm very excited about my jeans. I love the brand KanCan. You get it from Buckle, or I don't know where else you can get it. I think boutiques have them too. So I love KanCan because they're very stretchy and it's really forgiving, and I have some places that need some forgiving. And yeah, so I also got this cute little choker from Borsic, and to show you what I got for my birthday, we'll start out with skincare. So let me pull this. So these are some of the skincare items that I got for my birthday. I'm gonna start out with this. This is from Fresh. It is a sugar lip polish which gently exfoliates and conditions. I really like this lip polish. I have a scrub that I don't love. I got it from Lush, and I feel like it's too like abrasive on my lips, and I feel like this is very gentle and it still like hydrates and moisturizes the lips too. So I really like this. And then I got two serums. And so with these serums, one is Murad Retinol Youth Renewal Serum, and this one is the Tarte Youth Ordere Multi-Acid Vitamin C Serum. So the difference between the two, the Murad, this is just like their small travel size version. The full size is like $100, and I was not really ready to commit to this if I wasn't sure if it was gonna work. So I saw on the packaging that it's supposed to help with fine lines, which I'm getting old, and I wanted to help like kind of get rid of those. I've been drinking more water, so that's been helping a lot too. And so at night what I do is I use this because I have dry skin, so I want still something that's going to be hydrating. So I'll just put it on the spots that I feel like need a little bit more help. And so they use a lot of like retinol to help kind of renew like cells and stuff, and like help with collagen, so that way you have a little bit more like elasticity in your skin. And I do feel like it has been helping a lot. And let's see, so they use this a lot of times as anti-aging, I guess facials, I don't know. And so I'm like, it's just a rundown because I don't want to get too scientific. This is more just a haul. So, and then for Tarte, the Youth Ordere, the acid in here is AHA, which is an alpha hydroxy acid. Both of these are very sensitive to your skin, so you need to wear sunscreen underneath these. Like the next day, you only use these at night. You do not use these together because they pretty much will just cancel each other out. They kind of do the same thing, but this one is a lot more hydrating, just a little bit more like gentle compared to this one. Out of the two, I mean, I like it for what I'm using this for, and I like this more for the hydration, but I don't use these together. Like I said, when I want something that's more hydrating, I will go with this Mermaid Skin one, which is going to be the hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic is definitely more hydrating than the AHA. AHA is also an exfoliator, like it gently exfoliates your skin. So that's great for people with acne and like everything else. So this will, yeah, so they're both gonna be kind of more like exfoliators, but again, this is definitely more gentle in comparison to this. Last skincare item I got was a jade roller because I really wanted to try one out. So basically you use it on the skin and you can use it after you put like a serum or a moisturizer on, and it will help like the serum penetrate the skin a little bit deeper. It also helps depuff underneath the eyes, and it also helps like blood circulation. It's great for your skin. I'm not much of a skin person. Like I honestly, it's gonna sound gross. I never really used to wash my face. I used to just sleep in my makeup and not think it was like that big of a deal. And so probably the last 2-3-ish years, I've been washing my face at night and getting more into skincare. I've been trying to like get a little bit more knowledge about skincare. So if I'm explaining those wrong, you can please sound off in the comments below. I won't be like offended at all. All right, so moving on to makeup, which is the fun part. I got a couple of things from my sister, so I'll share that real quick. She and I are both huge like makeup lovers, and so we like to text each other about like new releases, like what are you gonna buy? Have you bought this yet? I'm kind of on like a low buy this year. I'm only buying the things that I actually like need when I run out of them, or if I need it for like a certain like event. Like I have family pictures, and so I bought a couple of things for like family pictures. I definitely have plenty of makeup, and let's be real, I will not be hurting for a while. My birthday, she got me the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. So I'm gonna set my face real quick here. I already did, but it feels so nice on the face. I do feel like it's not super long lasting. It kind of reminds me of the MAC Fix Plus like setting spray, so it helps kind of melt like the powders into the face. I also use it for eyeshadow. So when you spray it onto like a brush, it kind of like dampens the brush, which kind of makes your shadows a little bit more like vibrant and more foiled. So yeah, I like that a lot. And then I got from her, the Anastasia Subculture palette. And this one's kind of like a more controversial palette. I have used it a couple of times. I do feel like the colors do get a little bit more muddy. I don't feel like it blends out as easily as some of my other Anastasia palettes, but she was like, what palettes do you have from Anastasia? And so I told her everything except for this one. So she's like, I wanted you to complete your Anastasia collection, and I'm so grateful to her for that. So I'm glad that I have it as part of my collection. I'm gonna keep playing around with it. I tried to do a look using these four, and I didn't love the look. It was really like, it was grungy, but almost like too intense for me. I'm not a grungy person. And then she also sent me these 2 ColourPop loose pigments. And so you can use these, like these ones are light enough that you can use them as like highlighters. And then you can also use it like on the eyes. It's really beautiful. Here, let me see if I can do some swatches for you. So the one thing I don't love about these loose powders is that you pretty much have to like be careful about tipping them in. I use the cap, and then I'll use like, so I'm gonna swatch it dry and then I'll swatch it wet so you can see the difference between the two. You can also use like a glitter glue. This one would be so pretty for a highlight. It's definitely just more of like this white gold like sheen. It's very pretty. Champagne white gold sheen, and also has like gold glitters in it as well. Use like a flat brush. I dip into that cap, and then I'll spray that Morphe spray onto the brush. And then I'll just do it right next to it so that way you can see kind of like the difference. So you can see it's definitely more like vibrant. Like you can see more of that true like champagne gold. The two that she sent me, the one that I just swatched, this shade is called Doo Wop. Doo Wop Wop Wop. And then this one here is definitely, it's more pinky and more girly, which I'm not mad at. I love pink. And let's see, I'll do a dry swatch on this hand. Almost will look kind of similar, like next to this one, but yeah, definitely more gold. Okay, so now I'll put it on this hand here. I would say this is more of like a rose gold ink, like, and on the camera it kind of shows up as almost like a true gold, and then where this one you can see that it's more of like an icy gold. Bloop, 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 bloop. In the packaging though, it looks very pink, so that's why I say it's more of like a rose gold, but it looks like when you like put it on your skin, and I am kind of like a fair, like pinky tone skin, so maybe that's why the rose isn't showing up so much on my hand. I can kind of see it like in the reflection, you can kind of see it on this one, but on the dry swatch, yeah, that there is a little bit more rose in there. This one is called Off the Charts, the rose one. I bought 2 eyeshadow palettes for myself. One that you've already seen on my channel, the Game of Thrones palette from Urban Decay. So it's like this hefty book. It has a quote from Daenerys Targaryen. You get the pop out Iron Throne with a quote from Tyrion Lannister. And then you get the entire palette in this one. You can pull that out and then just use the palette like this. So if you are interested, I will link down below like all the looks that I did with this. The last palette that I got here was the Anastasia Riviera palette, which is what I used on my eyes today. So you'll have to find that video. Maybe I'll link it down below or up here. How you can get a matte look as well. And it's a very pretty, like summery, pigmented palette. And I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I've been using these two things that you've been seeing a lot on my channel as well. They're both Jeffree Star, so I've been using the Jeffree Star concealer, and then I've also been using the Jeffree Star loose powder here. This one is in the shade Fair. And trying to figure out if this has been growing on me. I really didn't like this, I think mostly because of the foundation I had been using in the past where it was like super dark. And so like in the contrast of like putting this on top of the dark foundation, it made my skin like really weird. And so what I've been doing, if I use that foundation, I've been doing the concealer first and then I'll put the foundation on top and then blend it together, and then it looks a lot more like seamless and it doesn't look super wonky. And so it's been growing on me. I used it to under my eyes today and on my forehead, and I used this to prime my eyes as well. And then the powder, I will rebuy this. This is the best thing to happen in my life and for my dry skin. I also feel like it doesn't like show any of like my creases. It helps so much with the under eyes. I love this powder. It does have a scent to it. If I had to describe it, it smells kind of like a fruity fart. The last thing I got for myself was this Anastasia Dewy Set setting spray. So I used this on my face today as well. It definitely is very, like, kind of has that dewy look, and I really enjoy a dewy look, especially because of my dry skin. I don't know how many times I need to talk about my dry skin, but just so you know, I have dry skin. That was my birthday haul. I hope you all have a good day. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. There's also a bell to notify you whenever I upload. I'll be uploading maybe once a week just because it is the summer, so I've been a little bit busy. All right. Thank you guys so much. Bye.